West Virginia picked up commitments from 2 defensive backs on the same day. Both of them will be coming to Morgantown to play for the 2022 season. Let's talk about it. What is up, college sports fans, fellow members of Mountaineer Nation? This is Coos. Welcome in to another edition of Coos' Corner, where you can come in, sit back, relax, and let me pour you out a shot of top-shelf college football content. Folks, there's a lot of depressing things happening in this world right now. Coos' Corner provides you with a place you can come in and try to forget about all that for just a few minutes. If I can provide that for you, then I'm doing my job. And also, a lot of these things are causing a lot of division in our country from people on different sides of the political spectrum. But here at Coos' Corner, we can all do one thing, and that is come together over the one thing we all love and are passionate about, and that's college football. And that's what I'm here to do, folks. That's enough of that. Let's get on with the show. Yes, Mountaineers picked up 2 verbal commits from defensive backs on the same day. I'm making this video on May the 25th, 2022. Yesterday, May the 24th, the Mountaineers and Coach Neil Brown and his staff got verbal commitments from both Jaylon Shelton and Wesley McCormick. I'm going to talk a little bit about both of these young men and let you know what I think about each one. Now, Jaylon Shelton, coming from Tyler Junior College, he's a JUCO transfer. He hails from New London, Texas. He's 6'2", 190 pounds. He was actually offered earlier in the week, just a few days ago, by Coach Shadon Brown, defensive backs coach, and they offered him and invited him for a visit on the same day. And along with that offer and that invitation for a visit, they also sent him a plane ticket to come to Morgantown. He took him up on it, came to Morgantown, apparently fell in love with the place. He also had an offer from TCU. Those were his final 2 schools. He went ahead and took his visit to TCU after visiting Morgantown, but ended up cutting his trip a day short so that he could commit to West Virginia a day earlier than he planned to. That's how much he loves Morgantown and loves the opportunity to play with the Mountaineers. Now, at Tyler Junior College, he was on the team for 2 years, only played 1, so he redshirted. So he has 3 years of eligibility remaining. In that one season, he played in 9 games, recorded 33 tackles, and had 2 interceptions. What I like about Shelton is his length. We've heard Coach Brown and Coach Leslie talk multiple times about how they wanted to add more length in the secondary and on the whole defensive side of the ball. Shelton brings that. He brings that length, that athleticism that they need. So when he does get beat, he's long enough to recover and still disrupt the pass and maybe even break it up or even get an interception. Now Wesley McCormick, the second transfer. Wesley McCormick is a grad transfer from James Madison. He only has 1 year of eligibility remaining. He actually spent 5 years at James Madison, but chose to redshirt his final year so that he would still have 1 year of eligibility remaining. He hails from Germantown, Maryland. He's 6 foot tall, 200 pounds. So another fairly big body, not quite as long as Shelton, but he's still long enough and athletic enough, apparently, to fit what this coaching staff is looking for. The last full season he played at James Madison was 2020. It was a shortened season. They only played 7 games because of the pandemic. But in those 7 games, he had 20 tackles, 3 interceptions, and 5 passes defended. So pretty good numbers in only 7 games, in my opinion. 3 picks in 7 games is pretty dang good. That's a good ratio right there. So that shows he's a ball hawk. He can go get the football. Over his 5 years at James Madison, he played in 49 games and started 22 of them. But what I like the most about this young man is his leadership that he can bring and the veteran presence. Not only has he been in college 5 years and been on a college football team for 5 years, just like Rashad Ajayi, who I did a video on the other day, I actually found a LinkedIn account for this young man. And we'll post it up on the screen for you now, but as you can see, he's been working at Staples during his time at James Madison. So not only has he been working out and playing football, and worrying about practice and going to class, he's also been working a job on the side, folks. That shows you this young man's work ethic. It shows you his ambition and his maturity, in my opinion. He's studying sports recreation and management, got his bachelor's degree in that, or is getting it from James Madison, and he's taking a minor in entrepreneurship. And his goal, according to his LinkedIn account, is to start his own business. So this young man has ambition off the football field, which I like. I think, like I said earlier, it shows maturity. It shows work ethic. It shows leadership skills. And I really like the mixture of having McCormick with Shelton. You've got a young guy who can be here for 3 years, and you've got a veteran who's only going to be here a year, but can provide that leadership that's so much needed, just like I said about a Jai in a video I did a few days ago. The kid coming in from Colorado State, or the young man. I like the mixture. I like the fact that this staff is bringing in some young guys and some older guys together. That way, we've got some guys who will be able to play now and contribute and bring veteran leadership, and we've got the younger guys who they can develop and who can get better along the way. And then add in the fact, guys, we've got Jacoby Spells coming in the fall. Jacoby Spells was the highest rated recruit in this 2022 class, even higher than Nico. So he could compete for a starting spot too. So we've added 3 defensive backs in the past week that could compete for a starting spot, and we've got Jacoby Spells coming in the fall who's also going to compete for a starting spot. So I really like the depth being built in this defensive secondary. They said they needed help in the secondary. They addressed it. Everything this coaching staff has said they were going to do, they've done it, folks. And that's what I like. They knew the offense needed help. They went and got an offensive coordinator. They knew they needed help at the quarterback position. They needed a veteran at that spot. They went and got JT Daniels. They knew they needed depth at linebacker. They go get a couple guys. They knew they needed depth at defensive line. They get a guy. They knew they needed a lot of depth at defensive back. They get 3 guys all in the same week. They're doing what they said. I think we as a fan base need to appreciate that. They're honoring their word. They're going out and finding these guys that they think will add value to the field and to the team and to the locker room. A lot of them being veterans, some of them being younger guys. A good blend. I like it. I think that's how you build a program. Trying to win now, but also trying to build for the future. I like what Coach Brown and staff are doing, folks. I'm really excited about this 2022 season coming up, and I'm also excited about the future. Let me know in the comment section what you think about these 2 young men, and also what you think about the future. Do you like the way Coach Brown's building the program? And also, if there's any way you can support me financially, I ask that you please do that. You can hit the thanks button underneath my video, make a small donation. I call that my tip jar. You can buy Couz's Corner merch, help me spread my brand, and also support me financially. And guys, I've went into my merch store and lowered the prices on almost every product in that store. I didn't like the price structure, the way it was set up. I felt like you were being charged too much, so I went in and lowered it. Because in today's world, in today's economy, the way inflation is, there's no reason for me to gouge you guys and charge what I felt was an unfair price for my merch. And I honestly hadn't even checked it in a while. Didn't realize how expensive it was. But I went in and I checked it, realized it was too expensive, so I lowered the prices. So it's now more affordable if you want to buy a T-shirt, a hoodie, a ball cap, a coffee mug, whatever. It's there. Go check it out, please. Also, you can join my channel, become a member, take advantage of the perks that offers by hitting the join button right below. If you can't do any of that, you want to support me for free, you can like, share, comment, and subscribe. All that helps me out as well. I really appreciate your support and appreciate you tuning into this video. And until next time, Q Country Roads.